Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Progetto M35 Mod 46. It's the Tier 8 Italian Premium Medium Tank. It's located on the west spawn of Airfield and it's under the command of Elessar. At least that's what I think it says. Elessar93. Game started. I think it's Elessar actually, but anyway. Okay, he's got the auto reloader with a 90mm gun, capable of doing 240 alpha, and with standard ammo it'll penetrate 212, and with premium ammo the APCR do 259mm. Now he's loaded 3 shells and he's headed straight for the pocket. And it looks like he's going to get in there without getting shot. Yes, it's Elessar93 of the DEVU clan. Oh, a couple of enemies spotted in the distance. Gets one in. T52 takes a hit. And he gets the kill shot. But unfortunately, there is an AMX 12 ton over there. So, yeah, the unfortunate thing is he might be spotted at this moment. Yep, he is spotted. Sixth sense just went off. He's poked his nose out, had a look, popped back in again. Now we're reloading all 3 shells at the moment because he fired all 3 off. He's trying to get blind shots on that AMX 12 ton. He can't afford to fire too many rounds because obviously that will then be rather expensive. Ideally he wants one of his teammates to find out where that AMX 12 ton is. In the meantime, he's having a quick look behind him to see where the enemy is. He's trying to go hidden from that AMX 12 ton as well at the same time. Enemy Hellcat and Striv 74 down to the south. The Striv 74 is a lot closer. He's just behind those bushes now. I'll just wait here a moment. The unfortunate thing is there's a T25 nearby. That Pilot 1 might actually proximity spot us if he goes into the little pocket down below. And then the Striv would actually get 3 shots into us. Now we still can't see that MX spot. Now we can! Oh, he got a fire! Hit the engine in the front and he got the kill shot. So that is out of the game, but he needs to move now to get out of the way. The Striv is actually over the far side. And he hasn't got a shell loaded, so he can't actually take any shots. He blew all 3 rounds, killing the AMX 12 ton. Very lucky to get that kill shot by setting fire to him. It dropped his health just enough so that the 3rd shot could kill. Of course, the engine in the AMX 12 is up front. And nice shot through the front of the P43 Tur. Even at that angle, that was a very difficult shot because at that angle the armor is actually almost an auto bounce, but he angled it just enough so that Elessar could actually get that round through. Okay, the T25 is actually coming around this way. He's popping back. So we have to watch out we don't get spotted, otherwise we'll be on the receiving end. There is an Arty in this game. The enemy Arty is an M44. Oh, 25 TP. And he gets one in. And he tries to get another in, but unfortunately the T25 managed to dash away in time. Yes, he's gone into the pocket down below now, which means we're proximity spotted every time we get close to that corner. That's the real problem of being in the pocket if an enemy's down below. And that Caro P88 is about to come around the corner, and we've now got 3 rounds. Unfortunately, we take a hit from the Caro's 90mm, and there's the kill shot. Now we've got to reload all over again. And the Emil's coming around now, so he needs to scarp her out of here before the Emil can get a shot on him. That's it. Good, he's pulled back, but he is proximity spotted by the T25. Yeah, that T25's really in a dangerous position. Okay, E1 comes in, Emil comes in, and we can plonk those rounds into the hull. Go for it. Oh, takes a hit from the Emil, and there's the kill shot. So that's 4 kills now. Elessar's having a good game. We're 2 down on the enemy though, that's the real problem. And he's down to half his health. The good news is that T25's popped up now. He's just around the corner, which means now he's not proximity spotting us anymore. And the ISU-152 got tunnel vision there. And he's in reload, and as he pulls back, we got a couple of free shots into him. 3,000 hit points so far. He's reloading all 3 shells. That T-3485 is about to come around the corner. Oh! And he gets both and kills him. Again, I think that T-3485 was tunnel vision. He wasn't thinking about what was going on. Should have realised that he was going to be under fire from a 90mm gun. The T-25's gone back into the pocket again. And in fact, there's a P-43 turret down there as well. So, yep, there's the P-43. He's headed south. In fact, I think he's actually going to go west. Yeah, so Elessar's decided to turn around and try and deal with him. Okay, we've got a Strip 74. That's the one that we saw before. Go for the kill. Yes! That's the Top Gun. Okay, we've got another enemy down there as well. T-25-2. In fact, that's the same T-25-2 that we fired at before. We've got to watch out that P-43 doesn't come up behind us. Is he going to bypass us? In fact, both of them are thinking about coming up into the pocket. The T-25 pilot as well. He's trying to keep both of them at bay. They don't want to come up because they know that he's got a 90mm with a fast fire. It's 2 seconds intra-clip on the shots. And it's 240 alpha, so he can do quite a bit of damage. 720 hit points of damage if he gets a shot in. The P-43 goes away, and wow, he just laid himself open for that, but the Hellcat gets around it in distance, and he gets a miraculous shot to get his Radleys. So little of the Hellcat's turret was invisible. He's got 1 round in, he fires it in, kills the T-25. That's 9 kills. Oh my god, he's so close to getting a Pools medal now. There's the T-25-2 that he fired at before. The one where he was up on the sniping mount. Zips over the top of his turret. Wow. There's only 2 members of his team who have actually managed to get kills so far. Elessar and the Emil 1 on his team, Purat. He got 1 kill, but Elessar's now got 9 kills. He could so easily get a Pools medal now. Just 1 kill required. Here comes the Super Hellcat. Oh, the guy's coming in, no cares at all. And that is his Pools medal. What a silly thing for that Hellcat to do. He just drove in thinking, oh, I've got this. And somebody must have said, hold my beer. And it was a bad move. And there goes the ISU-152. That's 11 kills now. If he platooned with the Emil 1, they'd have a crucial contribution between them. Wow. 11 kills. There's only 3 enemies left now. One of them's an Arty, that M44. who hasn't really tried to take any shots at Elessar at all. Probably because he couldn't. Okay, he's found another one. It's the T25-2. Now, is that the same one as before? Well, he gets one in, two in, go for the kill. Yes! That's 12. Now, he has to platoon if he wants to get a crucial contribution, but he's got enough kills on his own. He can't get the medal until he platoons, but wow, 12. He could actually get a Racine Heroes medals if he can actually kill the last two enemies, and it's a T52 and the M44. And he's found the M44 at distance. That's one. Go for it. Yes, he gets him. And there's the T52. So he can do the Racine Heroes medal now, and it's all up to him. And I think that guy is AFK. I'm pretty sure he's AFK. And he's got 3 shots. There was an Arty round. It just struck the T52. He's going to take it a distance. And that is a Racine Heroes medal. 14 kills in a game. Well, it's very rare to see a Racine Heroes medal in the game because they are so rare indeed. 14 kills. That was an ace tanker game for Elessar93 in the Progetto M35 mod 46. He managed to get a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 22. He got the Racine Heroes medal, which has only been won by very few players, and even some of the top super unicums have never won this one because it's so difficult to get. He got a Naiden's medal for killing all the enemy light tanks, at least 3 in that game, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. You had to scroll the page to see all the enemy tanks that he wiped out in that game. His win rate was 17,310. Super Unicum, effort, and a lot more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage he did was 6,594 hit points, and the next highest score to him was the T25 Pilot 1 with 2,569 hit points. And after that, the third place was the Emil 1 on his own team with 2,349, and that was the only other player on his team who actually got a kill in that entire game. When it came to kills, he easily got the highest with 14. The Emil, well, he only got 1, but the highest on the enemy team was their T25 Pilot 1, got 3 kills, and the ISU 152 and Emil 1 both managed 2 kills apiece. When it came to base XP, he managed 2,180 base experience points. Very high score indeed. The next highest being the Emil 1 with 961 and 752 to the AMX13 F3AM. Wow, let's have a look at detail. 43 shots fired, 36 direct hits on the enemy, and 32 penetrations. You only get 45 rounds of ammunition in this tank, so he only had 2 rounds left at the end of the game, and they were premium rounds. 6,594 hit points of damage, of which 2,034 were done at more than 300 meters. So some shots done at distance. In fact, he killed the M44 at distance. He received 3 hits during the game. All 3 were penetrations and 1 hit by way of splash damage as well. He spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 14 enemy vehicles, killed 14 enemy, and 634 hit points of spotting assist. He earned 172,733 credits from the game, 86,366 from personal reserves, a total of 259,099 credits altogether. And after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, and yes, he had to fire premium rounds, he had no choice because that's all he had left at the end of the game. And so he actually ended up with 162,840 credits profit, 3,270 XP, 327 for this being a premium vehicle, and 3,597 experience points altogether. at one point during this battle, it very much looked as if they were going to lose the game because they were down on the enemy by at least 2 tanks. And he was having a hard time because he was trying to hold that pocket, but he was being spotted by that AMX 12 ton. And until he got rid of that guy, then it was a case of, how do I deal with these enemy one by one? And the enemy were definitely trying to get at him, but they knew that he got that 90mm gun with the auto reloader, and if they tried to go in, unless one by one, they were going to come a cropper. He actually popped out to have a go at them to finish them off. Until, of course, he got that suicide run by the Super Hellcat trying to just drive in and blast away. And, of course, that did not work with a Progetto. The first round did go through, but everything else, well, I'm afraid he just got wiped out by Elessar. Fantastic game. Very rare to see a Racine Heroes medal. You probably get one every 3 or 4 updates. It's that rare. And so, incredible game. Thank you so much for uploading this to one of the replay sites so we can all see it. Let's have a look at the armor for the Progetto. Well, it hasn't got much armor actually. You can see in the front plate it's 80mm, but it's well angled, so it gets 101.7 or 102. The upper plate is 60mm, well angled back, so you're getting 84. The turret is nicely round, but it's only 60mm. You can see it goes up to 80 around the mantlet area. And if we look at the sides of the vehicle, you can see there on that side it's 50mm, but it's from the front it's angled, so the shot would actually ricochet away. But if you angle your tank to try and increase your armor, you actually lower the armor here from I think it goes from 140 all the way down to only 64 with the angling, but it's only 50mm there. Sides of the tank are only 30mm, so they're easily penetrated. The size of the turret 60mm. The rear of the turret, the rear of the tank, only 20mm thick. Very easy to perforate the engine bay. You'll have to excuse me, I have got a sore throat at the moment. Okay, so not much armor on this thing. The cupola is fairly weak, but it's only 60mm. Let's have a look at the modules. Well, you can see the drive's up front. He's on the right hand side, but on the left hand side of him is an ammo rack, and there's another one behind that as well. We've got the gunner on the right hand side of the tank and the loader on the right hand side as well, but basically he's just feeding shells from that ready rack in the rear of the bustle into the auto loader mechanism. The TC is on the left hand side of the vehicle. He's got the radio right next door to him. You can see that he's actually sitting underneath where the cupola is, so if you want to identify exactly where he is. Engine at the rear, sandwiched between 2 fuel tanks, so if you aim for the engine you're more than likely to get a fuel tank fire. Transmission right at the rear, so everything is fairly well identified. The easiest way to set this tank off is either to hit the bustle of the turret or to try and get a shell through the upper plates into the ammo rack. Again, I said that's fairly hefty armor around about there, fairly difficult to get it through the armor at that particular spot, so much easier to actually aim for the one in the bustle, because it's again 60mm. It's fairly well identified, but you can get shots through the side of the turret into the TC, the loader or the gunner, and of course the best shot of all would actually be into the engine bay to actually get the engine and the fuel tanks. So that's where the modules are on the Progetto. So congratulations to Elessar93 of the DEVU clan. Fantastic game. Nice to see somebody actually dominating the game and winning by doing all of the work. Well, all but of course the kill that went to the Emil. He didn't do every bit of work actually. You should say that he did get some help from his Arty, because he did actually some damage. So did the T25AT, but there were a few 0 scorers in that game, as you can see here, who didn't do so well. Fewer of them on the enemy team. But yes, he did get some help from the Emil, the T2580 and the AMX13F3 in winning that game. They helped keep the enemy at bay and put some shots into them. But of course, most of the effort goes down to Elessar93. Now, please do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And of course, please do remember that we are actually giving all the revenue from our channel at the moment to the Red Cross Ukraine appeal to help the refugees. So the more of our videos that you watch, the more money you'll be sending to help the refugees. Thanks for watching.